I've got more for Enrique, but I'm going to sparse mine in between the performers. I'm going to introduce the very first True Roast we have tonight. Put your hands together for Drew Boudreau!
Well, I've been waiting for this for a long time. Well, when they told me it was Enrique's turn to be roasted, I was frankly surprised. 100 shows already. That was really fast. But I suppose as part of the guest worker program, they wanted to get in and out quick. The guest, forget it. Enrique is to Shmimprov what a giant turd in the bathroom is to a house party. No one knows how it got there, and no one's claiming responsibility for putting it there. I know exactly 0 members of Shmimprov who voted for Enrique. But as the ballots were mysteriously written in Spanish that year, no one knew which box to check. Consequently, the same issue occurred this year in Farsi, and now we have Hannah. He was like, jihad, 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 Hannah. Well, I know Hannah. Enrique, despite his persona of an uneducated slacker, is quite accomplished and quite skilled in some of the basics of improv comedy. While he's not great at puns, he does listen to other players in scenes, Jason Booth, and while he may not be a master of accents, he is terrific at establishing setting via space work, Shonka too. And though he doesn't set the standard for topical jokes, at least he's not AJ goddamn Burton. That guy sucks. Enrique's skill and determination have extended beyond the stage into the realm of business. He is the owner of a very popular comic book shop that's been open now in its current location for more than 2 years. In other news, most of his friends are virgins. However, Enrique does have some god-awful obsession with being filthy and gross. Not just by our standards. You see, if we haven't showered in 24 hours, we say, oh God, I'm gross. If he doesn't shower in 24 hours, he's got another 48 to go. Enrique can clean up real nice. When he puts on his suit, shaves his face, slicks back his hair, and slaps on some cologne, he is a smooth, sexy man's man. Unfortunately, Enrique has retired from that life altogether. Like a movie cop who's lost his partner, he is instead resigned to live life like a dirty hermit. And on the subject of women, Enrique is often seen crawling with babes. Hot babes. And I don't freaking get it. If babes go after smelly guys who look homeless, why is Miles still single? If women are attracted to weird misogynists, why aren't the girls all up on Jason Booth? If Enrique is swimming in poon, at least he's not AJ goddamn Murray. That guy sucks. Jamie and Patrick and I went camping in Yosemite with Enrique one year, only for a few days. It was a good thing, too, because by the end of it, we were so tired of restraining Jamie every time he saw a Girl Scout earning a merit badge. He likes young girls, it's a joke. Now, what you don't think about in camping is how your tent smells when several sweaty men sleep in it night after night. Now, Enrique's stench, it didn't just fill up the tent like a water balloon, but it was prevalent all over the campsite. Passerbys thought we were disemboweling skunks in our tent. One night in the tent with Enrique was all I could stand, and I opted to sleep outside the tent the rest of the trip, to breathe whatever fresh air my nose could grasp at in the cloud of heavy stink. As if the stench of his body weren't enough, he also farts a lot. And these are weighted, dense, rancid farts. The kind that are impenetrable to bullets, fans, and Febreze. The kind that slap the clothespin off your nose and jam their fart dicks inside your nostrils. fart inside the tent, and then it would rip its way out, crawl on the forest floor, unzip my sleeping bag, and then that fart would lay its own fart on my face. The steep hill to get to Half Dome, we left Enrique behind pretty early on. Hours later, as we're waiting for him up ahead, we would ask other hikers if they'd seen him. Longer hair, big sideburns, we'd say. One gentleman went white at the description and said, "Oh yes, I know who you mean. Do you mean the animal?" Even if you gave Enrique the finest haircut, put him on a diet that slimmed him down by 50 pounds, gave him a tailor-made suit and a bottle of Axe spray, there would still be one undeniable thing about Enrique. He has his dick pierced. Now, most people don't know this about Enrique, and some people don't know this about Enrique until you're sitting in your car, rolling down the window to talk to him, and there, 3 inches from your face, is his member with a pierced gold medieval rock. If you don't believe me, just ask to see it. He will show you, I assure you. But don't ask that within earshot of Amber Robbins, because she's not shy about pulling her dick out either. Enrique is one of the grossest people I have ever known. He is also a fine friend with good humor and a big heart. Enrique, you are one of the best people I've had the pleasure of being acquainted with. You are honest, sweet, caring, and most of all, you are not AJ goddamn Murray.
That guy sucks. Drew Boudreau! It's true, if you didn't know, Enrique loves farting, he loves pooping, and he loves his cock ring. As you mentioned, he may show it to you, but you're not in danger because we didn't hand out magnifying glasses before the show. You're good.